there, Rotterdam White Scar fans, this is Jeroen from the Rotterdam White Scars with the Rotterdam White Scar Journey vlog. Today I'm gonna start with the sort of prelogue to Ardacon 2018. It is a convention that we as the Rotterdam White Scars have been on for the last 2 years. This year will be our third one. And we're coming even with more people this year. So for you guys that don't know us, we're the Rotterdam White Scars. We're coming from out of the Netherlands. Our major game that we play in the community is Lord of the Rings The Hobbit SBG, or as we call it now these days, Middle Earth SBG. And yeah, I've actually started together with some of the old fathers, so to say, in the GW shop, and yeah, we're looking forward how and what we're continuing to, and slowly but steady the community grow out eventually to a man of 30. So weekly we're playing Lord of the Rings SBG in the store, and that's why we also want to participate in Ardacon. So we keep going on. We start with 4 guys, myself, Abel, Nick and Thijs. Last year we were with 7 people and 1 person from out of Belgium. Our adopted White Scar, so to say, so that was with Dimitri out of Belgium. Myself, Thijs, Abel, Robin, Neil, Marijn and Chris. So we had actually a huge party. And now this year we're even coming with 14 people of the Rotterdam White Scars, excluding today or this year without Dimitri, because he's coming with a known party, so to say, from Belgium. But myself and Thijs were going to lead one team, and what is it? We will have more people in. So for team 1, it is going to be myself. I'm going to just grab the page, otherwise it's going wrong and we're not quite sure how and what. So here we go. Sorry guys that this is taking a bit longer, but I don't want to make any more mistakes. So for my team it will be myself, Nick, Stefan, Chris again, Robin, Abel and Neil. They will be team 1 from Rotterdam White Scars. We're having 2 teams because we thought there would be a small competition between the 2 of us ourselves. And it's not that team 1 is more competitive than team number 2. We're just like, as we always been. For us it's a lot of fun and we want to play competitive, but not on the competitive level that we see at Ardacon now. And in other events we just want to be there, and most of the important things for us is painting. So yeah, and in team 2 that is going to be led by Thijs. We will also have 7 White Scars. Jenny, Marijn, Danny, Thijs himself, Jana, Patrick and Sebastian. And Sebastian will be this year again with Abel, our youngest competitors. So it's really awesome for us and an achievement that we went up from 4 to 8/7 to actually now 14. So as well, my colleague from Utrecht will come as well with a team of 4. So there will be 18 Dutchies this year at Ardacon. So we're getting there. We're actually one of the biggest countries that are delivering competitors, so to say. Exceptions are of course the UK, but the Netherlands, Canada, etc. They're bringing a lot of people this year to Ardacon. So it's a really honor and privilege from us as well. So what I'm going to showcase now in this journey vlog is actually the travel from myself and the guys that are coming with me to Ardacon, towards Ardacon. So this will be a long video, seeing some short clips from the days between Ardacon and the Ardacon itself, to just give you guys some images on how Ardacon is. I have to look how much I record with the rest of the team. See if I want to do a short video from it itself as Ardacon, and then make this one the journey to Ardacon. But that really depends on how and what. So I will bring you guys now to the painting table, because unfortunately, because we had a small change in the rule pack that in every team you have the same balance of good and evil players, and there could be a small difference in ±1. So unfortunately in our team we had one evil player less, so I had to do, I think 2.5 months before time, I had to put down my Town again on site, where I've been really busy with, and I'm really happy with, to grab a new army, and this one had to be an evil army as well. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't pick the evil armies I was busy with, because I was busy with Harad, I was busy with Umbar, with Eastlings and everything, but one of our players in my team already had Fallen Realms, and you also have to have different kind of factions. So the only one for us was open Hobbit Evil, and I could play with the new Nazgûls of Dulcadur. I have them laying here, not completely painted up yet, but I was not feeling well for it. However, I still had an old army that I have assembled, I think 3 years ago, when I played with my Fiefdom army at Ardacon. It would be an army opposing the Fiefdom army, and it was a more themed army of Osgiliath taken forces by the man himself, or the orc himself, Godmok, the lieutenant of Minas Morgul. So this army for me is gonna be built around Godmok. It is not that much competitive, but it is amazing to paint it at the moment, so I am really happy with doing that. And I will show you guys now some progress. We're now 16 days away of Ardacon, so we're getting close. I've already been really busy making some objective markers and everything like that, and I've actually finished already 2 of my warbands. So they're small warbands of 6 Morannon orcs. I didn't finish anything yet concerning heroes and stuff like that. I'm really sorry guys that I was falling with the camera. It's the little kitty over here that's playing with some tools. However, hit me. No. Up. So, I had to correct them there. Sorry. So, yeah, I've finished 2 of my warbands. I'm gonna showcase them to you guys, and as well what I have on the rest of my hobby table. So guys, welcome here at the huge mess that's called my hobby place at the moment. It's really crowded with a lot of paints on there and the rest of damaging the PC and the miniatures. So, as you can see here, I've got something of my force. It's always protective, and I really motivated for myself to put my miniatures down if they're finished. So these are the 2 warbands that I finished. So my warbands are consisting of 6 Marine orcs, 6 with spear, or 6 with shield and 3 with spears each. This group had some green cloths, and this one has some red old school cloths. And I finished 1 Blackguard of Barad-dûr. I also got some bad boys of those in there, just because they have to protect Godmok itself. So in the back we have got my Captain of the Black Guard, my Orc Taskmaster, and the Shadow Lord. I've chosen for these guys to be in my army just because of the story, and they fit really well just to make the list a bit competitive. The Captain of the Black Guard was actually a really good choice, since I only have Godmok with 5/5 in my army. He's strength 5 and he's 5/5 as well. The rest he has the same profile as a captain, so 2 might, 1 will, 1 fate. However, he's strength 5, so he can take out a lot of leaders, or he can help take out some leaders. The Mortar Taskmaster, it is a miniature I've played against on different kind of tournaments and everything like that, and this man is absolutely a beast. So next to that, I also thought he would be a really awesome collection to get onto this army. So and until now, the games that I've played with him, he did really well. I've played 5 games with my army at the moment, and I have won 3 of them and lost 2 of them. so I'm a bit of an advantage. And I've chosen for the Shadow Lord eventually because yeah, I need the protection of range to get to the other side. Especially because my other two heroes that are still missing here on the table is Godmok. And I've got Godmok on Warg with a shield, and I've got an Orc Shaman in here as well. So I've got 5 heroes with me, so 5 little small warbands. So the Marine Orcs are pretty safe actually. However, the Mordor, because since they are Mordor Uruk-hai, the Blackguard of Barad-dûr don't have any fury. So with the Shadow Lord in there, try to keep them a bit more protective so that they can get to the other side. And hopefully take something out because of their fight value is higher than the normal Marine Orc, and have strength 5 as well. So they can be bit my hammer in, so to say, in my army. So just give you guys some close-ups. Unfortunately I can't get it better at the moment, but that's also because the camera's not working perfectly with me. So I went for different kind of skins, trying to do some eyes as well. They're on the amazing base of Generation Shift 92, my good friend Matthew Davies from out of the UK itself. I will put a link into this video to his web store on Facebook. He's making these amazing bases. They've been the bases for my Fiefdom army as well, so these guys had to be on there as well. And they're not really that expensive as well, and they bring really something cool to the table. So I will close this video up now, and we'll come back tomorrow with you guys if I've got some more progress from them. So see you. So okay guys, we're back for a little small update on the first Albi vlog. So as you can probably saw in the clip before here, the 2 units here are finished, and the Blackguard of Barad-dûr is finished, and well, it's now 1:30 again, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So for this last of the evening, I start painting a bit on the Shadow Lord, since I would love to actually start with one of my heroes, and Shadow Lord is a really cool model. I would love to paint him a bit differently than you see him on the internet, so it's gonna be a challenge, but looking forward to it, to try it out. Furthermore, all the 3rd warband, so it's a mixture of Incubi Darkness, Dark Reaper and Tunrock Blue. It was a really good tip from my colleague Lloyd to try something out like this that maybe fits the color combinations on the army. So they have their base coats. These already have their base coats for the skin, so these 3 will be up for tomorrow. Get a bit of more updates on it. And here we have even like the first one finished. So finished him up tonight. Again, I'm really sorry guys that I'm trying to get the angle really well in. You will get an update or a picture from me when they're completely finished. Still have to do his dry brushing on the base and doing the green spots like the rest of them have, but now the counter is on 14, so that means I have to do 21 more models, actually 22 since Godmok has a mounted model as well. So it's like now the 1st of August, so we have to get moving on to it, since will be a few days off as well that I can't paint. And there will be some days that I've been really busy to work, because it's today Wednesday as well when I'm recording this, so that means working day as well. So, and next to this army for the GT, still have to paint a Legolas, Aragorn and a Frodo as well, for Chaos and Arda and for the doubles. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a lot of long nights, so to say, but yeah, let's see what we can get done to it. So I will go and take my rest now, and I will come back to you guys probably when I'm done with work and moving on to the rest of the painting. So hey guys, I am back. It is now the 1st of August. So that means 15 days left for Ardacon. unfortunately didn't have that much time on work today to keep going on with my miniatures, so I'm sitting down now for another painting session. Still busy with the 3 miniatures that I showcased you in the other clip, so the Shadow Lord and 2 Moran Orcs. Hopefully at the end of this session they will be finished. The Shadow Lord goes in pretty well, if I have to be honest, but it's a tricky part to paint Ring Wraith, especially one as the Shadow Lord, because you have this multiple layers in my opinion, but now we will see. And as well the Moran Orcs, the blue ones, they come in really nicely after I done the last one yesterday evening. So let's see what I can do. Hopefully these 3 will be finished for at the end of the next clip that you will see, and then I will be on my schedule. And then slowly but steady getting to the half of the force. So yeah, let's see what I can do in one night. So guys, I'm gonna call it for today. I've been busy now for I think a few hours again as well. Progression for today actually. It went pretty well. Actually, I have no idea why the camera is not focusing really well, but nonetheless, we have finished up 2 more miniatures. Shadow Lord is completely finished, and another Moran Orc. Further, the last Moran Orc Spearman that I want to do and finish today, he isn't finished yet, but tomorrow I will do him extra. So tomorrow on the planning as well, keeping on with the blue Incubi Darkness group. Trying to get them off. And maybe before the weekend I have all the 3 squads of 6 finished, and then I can do the small Moran Orc group that I have with the Ring Wraith. So yeah, let's look into bed. Tomorrow there's a new day again, so that I can get more stuff done and see how and what. But before I will go, I will just show you guys the little progress I did today. So here we have the work in progress for today. Fortunately, I have no idea what's going on with the camera, so it's a bit of a shame, but got like this bad boy finished up. Came out pretty well. Really happy with that one. And we have this fella. So another Moran Orc ready and done. This one has to get done ASAP. Already finished all his robes and everything like that, so it won't be that much anymore, but it won't be any more today. So yeah, this was the other one that I finished yesterday. So the first 2 of the blue ones are finished, and slowly but steady the group is getting some progression. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow, see how it goes then, and if I can try and fix the camera, because again I have no idea what happened with it, but it can be scoped really well. So just a quick update, because something was wrong on the camera, but luckily I could fix it. So just to give you guys some close up of this bad boy, all completely finished. Same for this one as well. Absolutely happy with them. So here we go. And then this little fella as well. He's getting there. So thank you guys for watching this. We're going on tomorrow another 3, see how that goes, and for now I will take some rest and clear myself a bit up. So okay guys, welcome back. and to the next clip actually. It's now the evening of August the 2nd. 14 days until the Ardacon pre-date, so to say. It's getting tough. It's getting really tough. Today I finished at least one orc already at work. I've base coated my banner bearer that I still had to do. And unfortunately some of my customers and one of my partners in my team said like, hey Jeroen, you still had like this base of Godmok, right? And you have to do Godmok still? And I was like, oh yeah, dang it. So what for me was the key element today was I've been busy with Godmok's his work and his base, and when I was start painting it I was like, oh yeah, crack, you even have these guys below his work. So that was absolutely ridiculous hard to get that painted up in a proper way that I think is a proper way. You could done it a lot easier, so to say, but you all know how I am, so that was the tricky part, so to say. But yeah, he's now almost finished, but yeah, he took the most of my day, so to say. I'm now what is it, home again. It's a bit after 11. It's a long day. So I made a lot of progress, and at least the other two orcs that I was busy with that I want to finish today, they will be finished, or at least I'm going to try to finish those up. So yeah, I will start painting a bit, see if I can still finish something up. Hopefully Godmok's war, because that's the most of the work, and then Godmok mounted and Godmok food still need to be done. However, I think that can be easily done at the same time when I'm painting both of them. And he's going to be my dessert on the project, so to say, so he's going to be at last, but at least I will try to do in today, finishing up the work itself with the base. And yeah, let's see how far I can come. So we'll come back with you when this painting session of the 2nd of August is done. Show you some progress, what I did today, and then yeah, tell you what the plan is for the coming days slash weekend. So okay guys, we're back. It's now a bit after 2 here, Europe time. I've painted up a lot, and I'm actually really happy on how far I came today. So what I said earlier, finished completely now the work and the base itself. Became actually absolutely stunning, really proud on it and happy. The only thing that have to be still finished are the 2 lashes that Godmok held in his hand, but that is no work for tomorrow. Furthermore, we got all the base coats on the last Ren orc from the Incubi squad, so to say, and I've looked up to the last 2 or last 3 Gundabat, I mean Moran orcs, to finish those up. And what I found out actually is that 2 of them are really actually my test ones. So one of them have a different kind of shade and the other one as well. So I still have to repaint those. So that's gonna happen tomorrow as well. The banner, as I said before, has now some colors as well. So didn't finish that much miniatures today, but at least all the miniatures are now getting some paint on them, so I'm really happy with that. So what I'm gonna do now is showcase you guys what I did today, so the work and the last Moran work, as well as the other works. From this point on actually, because tomorrow it will be the 3rd of August, the Friday. Well, as I told before, my parents-in-law are here in Rotterdam, so they're the first time here, so it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna have some great time with them. So, but for my painting project, that's gonna keep me a bit backward. So the plan now is that tomorrow I'm gonna try and finish up the last 3 incubi orcs. Then I've got all the shading on the brown and everything like that. I'm gonna do the other shading technique as well and finishing up the armor from the banner, and probably gonna spray 2 of the 3 guys that I need to do from the last squad. Gonna put on the first colors on there. I also have a game standing with Nick. I'm gonna try it now on my army against evil, since I now only played 5 times with them and I encountered only good, if I'm saying it right. Yeah, only good, but at least a meta army so that I could see how and what. So I'm curious now how it goes to evil. Nick plays with his Ardacon list as well. So a lot of the new Nazgul of Dolgladur combined with the old Nazgul. So some sorcery and guys that are not getting down. So really looking forward what Goldmog and his horde can do against that. Furthermore, I want to showcase some of my objective markers. They are still in work in progress. Some of them are finished, even one is already black undercoated. However, I've already decided that if I can finish up the Marine Orcs on time, so the GT army completely, I still have to do for doubles and for Chaos Narda. I'm gonna play at the doubles with my girlfriend Jenna. She will play with her eagles and I have to put down some miniatures next to it. And I've decided to do the Fellowship, since those are less miniatures than I had to bring in comparison with Lake Town. However, the problem is I don't have the miniatures painted. So the big problem here now is that, like, after I've got this huge Marine Orc section done, still need to paint 2 Aragorns, 1 mounted and 1 dismounted. I need to do Frodo. What probably is going to be Frodo from Rivertop, because he doesn't have Sting with him or his Mithril coat. So that one really shows, in my opinion, the Frodo without any upgrades. And I need to do Legolas with an Elven Cloak, so probably gonna do the one of Ambush at Alhen. And then for Chaos Narda, I'm also playing with the Fellowship, since I was like, yeah, well, I've got them now already here, so why not? So luckily Aragorn and Legolas will be painted for that as well. However, instead of Frodo, Gimli's gonna join the Legolas and Aragorn to complete the 3 hunters. So I also need to do a Gimli still. So what brings me again on 4 extra miniatures. So I've decided now to maybe first do those 4 miniatures instead of the 4 or /5 objective marks that I have. Number 6 is still coming, but I'm still waiting for some parts to get delivered at a GW store, so hopefully they get on time there. But they really showcase how I think Osgiliath, when it was been taken, looks like. So, but yeah, I will showcase you guys that right now, and then I will come back with you with another clip, but then probably not on the Friday night and Saturday night. Probably the first time that I will come back again is on the Sunday night. And hopefully for you then I have the orcs completely done. So guys, here we have the working booth. The mess. It's getting more messier. Still have some drinks over there because yeah, it is still really hot in here. So what I did for today, this is actually the squad that still needs to be finished. So as you can see already, luckily all the base coats are now on there and the shading. So the brown is finished, the weapons and the armory is done. So the only thing actually really needed are the skin. So I have to figure out some cool skin tones for them. Finishing up the woodwork and everything, and then the leather straps as well. They're still standing on the normal basis. They will go eventually onto the generation shift basis, but those are already ready. So that's going to be great. So then this squad are the last for those, because number 3 is standing in the back from yesterday. Finished that one up completely. And there he is. Luckily this time we don't have any problems with the camera. And next to him I'm gonna put this banner away, because the banner didn't do anything yet to him, only the first shading after a lead belcher spray. This one took me the entire day to do so. So with some photos, I looked onto the internet and everything. I try and to paint Godmok's warg that he has. So my warg has a small on the head, some black there. However, when I was assembling this miniature and put him on this amazing generation shift base, I forgot actually that there were guys under there. So that was fantastic, Jeroen. So I've been, because I first painted up the entire work with different kind of dry brushing and shading to get a really cool variant of colors into him. However, I couldn't reach the miniatures. So I had to do with a small layer brush, get in there completely and get to paint all the obstacles and the miniatures to just give them a bit the look that they indeed are already laying there. So, and they're dead already. Poor Minister of War and Ranger Ethelian. However, I can't get it on proper, but just to give you guys some examples how much different kind of colors are on the work as well. And that brown small piece over there, that's going to change because there Godmok is coming to hang up again. But yeah, Godmok is going to be back up there when I'm starting with him. He will be my dessert, so to say, to finish it up. But as well, yeah, the face and everything was really cool to do. Absolutely cool. Let's see if I can get it a bit in there. Yeah, there we go. So, enjoyed it intensely. However, intensely hard work. So this was the strap I was talking about. That one still needs an highlight here and there. And then we are done. But the bad boy for itself is done with the base. Only needs a small tuft. And then can go to the collection. Here, combination of how it looks. So, really happy with that. Then over here, we've got the last three Moran Orcs. As I said, this one has a different kind of shading. And that one as well. So those need to be redone. This one already has his two shadings on there, so the only thing he needs to have is his rust and everything, and then he's good to go. This Moran Orc also gets a shield swap as well for the banner. And they get then a Minister of Shield. They stole it from some warriors that I had left, so just to give a bit more the fluff that they retaken Osgiliath. And then last but not least, sorry guys, still a bit sick, so sorry if you can't hear me proper. I've got these 5 objective markers. So I've worked these off in my weekend, so Mondays and Tuesdays. So I've got another marker from Godmok. I filled up with green stuff and everything. And also has an arrow in the chest of the ranger. And this one will be a bit easier to paint, but fortunately this poor fella is also dead. This one is a statue out of the Runes of Skiliad set. However, this one still gets cut off, and here there will be one of these stones on there, and then probably with some sets and everything I will try and create this sort of stone ID that you see in the Return of the King Extended Edition. So I have this Mordor logos on there that has been terrorized by Mordor itself. Nothing fancy, probably having a few heads of Gondor chopped off to put into the catapults for the Siege of Minas Tirith. Then this one I already coded. It's a really cool one, really easy, because I'm going to use the objective markers for this army and my fiefdom army I had. Some Osgiliath or Minas Tirith / Gondor shields with some spears against the Rune of Osgiliath, just to showcase like that when Faramir and his force gets attacked by the Moran Orcs, that they are like having these piles here and there So this one is probably still, or was still, hanging there somewhere in the corner. Then probably my most favorite one, but also the most hardest one to work on, is Madril. So one of the most scenic thingies, Madril dying. So Green stuffed his hair a bit back. Laid a sword here, completely smashed him up. His legs and everything. Just laying in the grass with green stuff. He's still gonna have a big hole in the chest because of the spear, and then his head is also a bit more wobbly downstairs since he already got killed by Godmok itself. And then the sword laying there, fallen. And then last but not least, I've got this one as well. This one is a bit higher up, but with an arrow in there, a barrel, spear from Minas Tirith, shield from Minas Tirith, and another spear, just to indicate like, hey, the forces were ready. So it's a bit taller one, this one, but objective marks can always be taller. It's not that there are line of sight blocking, so to say. Fortunately, my super glue went a bit harsher out, so you see it a bit on the shield, but probably when I paint it I don't do it, or I don't see it anymore. Probably here's gonna still be adding a shield, just to give the indication now on what. And then these are my 5 objective markers, and then the 6th one still coming. That will be the one death orc that is in the end set. Still have to wait for that bit, since my end didn't arrive. And Jana is also still busy with her objective markers, and she needs an end as well to get a bit more of a tree in for her great heals. So yeah, guys, this is all the work. As I said, I'm gonna try and finish that in the next clip. So hopefully I have some more images for you guys. And then it's actually, for this force, only the heroes and everything. They're still completely black. And the Black Guard of Barad-dûr. But luckily the Black Guard of Barad-dûr already have some colors on there. The capes are shaded, the chainmails and the plates are done. So, and the shields are also already black. So the only thing that I have to do there is actually more adding the highlights and stuff like that. So hopefully in the next week I will go really fast through those, and I can easily start on the characters that I still have, since Godmok still has to go on there. But we'll do, as I said, Godmok together with the mounted model and the foot model, trying to get that yellow, what is it, yellow human size pinkish color in there with him. I just out of the movie. Still need to do a Taskmaster, and I need to do my Captain of the Black Guard and the Mordor Orc Shaman, and then the new version, since that one with Rudy is really a lot cooler than the old one. So yeah, that's it for now. Aragorn and the rest is not been built up yet, so but they will get eventually on the table. Maybe you only see these guys in the progress thingy, because these are like the last things I will do when the force is done. I will first start over to get to the doubles and the Chaos Northern list, and when those are done, then when there's still some time, I will work on these bad boys. So alright guys, we'll come to you back when I'm finishing or start doing one of my nightly things. Until now, I'll get some rest, and hopefully tomorrow and the day after that a bit more painting on them. So hey guys, welcome back in this next clip. It's now the 8th of August, and small 7 days for our travel towards Ardacon. Of course, as I said in the clip before here, I had a lot of other things to do, so to say, over the weekend, unfortunately. Well, it's not unfortunately, but they had to be done, so to say. And yeah, made some progression on the orcs, luckily. So it's, as I said, it's now the 8th. We're now 5 days further. Luckily I finished all the Morannon orcs now from my foot troops and everything. The only one to the exception is the Moran Orc with banner. Still finishing him up because yeah, it has a bit more of detail onto him, but I hope to finish him today. But it's now like almost 2:30 again in the night. Did some more painting and everything. Have some nice awesome stuff laying here in the back. Showcase you that in the other video, but yeah, he has to still be finished, and after that we still have like the 7 Blackguard of Barad-dûr that has to be finished off. They're based, shade, and some of them have been dry brush blacked already, so luckily those don't need that much work. However, we still have the 4 characters to do, and technically it are not 4 characters but 4.5, since I already showcased you that I'm busy with my work with Godmok on it. The works now was completely finished in the clip before here, but Godmok still hasn't been touched. That's because I keep Godmok for the end. It's a bit of a motivator for myself to do all the characters later on. So, however, I'm now started with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr Captain. Why? Because I'm gonna do now the rest of the Blackguard as well. So painting in between there is not that much of a problem, especially if I'm in the road how to paint them. I'm getting moral support. Pimmy! Yes, there he is. He's moral supporting me, my little monster. However, yeah, back to the miniatures. Still have to finish off the Blackguard Captain. Knighted already starting doing his chainmail and everything. Looking now for which kind of green colors I need to do on him, as well as the silver. Still thinking of editing something special to him, like maybe some freehand on the cape or anything else like that, to showcase to my opponent which one is the Blackguard Captain of Barad-dûr. It won't be that much more hard for the people that are playing with Blackguard. However, I think for the people that have never seen the Blackguard, it would be nice. So still gonna look on the Great British Hobbit League and Pinterest and the rest to get some motivation to do with that. Well, after that, the Captain and the Blackguard, if they finished, then we only have the Taskmaster left and the Mortar Orc Shaman. So those are 2 lovely models I would love to paint. They will take a bit of time, but I don't think I will have any problems with them. I know already a bit what kind of color scheme I want to do on them, so that one is not going to be a tricky one. And then last but not least, I'm going to do Godmok. So, however, still have no idea how to do Godmok's skin and everything like that. Thinking of being a bit of a combination of some paints from the Citadel range, Cadian flesh tone, some glazes and stuff like that, to really get the Godmok color out of the movie, because Godmok is like still sort of pinkish Cadian flesh tone, so it's a bit more pinkish but still human flesh as well. There's also a bit of orange in there, so I am not quite sure yet what to do with him. There are not that much photos, so to say, with or from Godmok the miniature itself, since Godmok, I have no idea, but I don't see him that much on the table either, since he's not that good, or well, maybe not good. There is maybe a much better options to have as your captains or characters in with the Mortar sourcebook. So, however, we're getting, of course, the update from the rules. So hopefully Godmok will be a bit better in there, since he's been a huge character in the Paladin Fields. But don't know, still have to wait. Hopefully on Ardacon we get a bit more into that. But yeah, however, I'm still in front of the rest of the people that want to paint him up and prepare them, because what you see as well now is that like a lot of people are starting to do Fiefdoms, Rohan, Mortar Orcs, Harad, again, full team Fluffy. So I myself as well, I'm gonna put, of course, some things in there. I'm still not quite sure what. I know that I want to do eventually when we're starting with the new theme of Middle Earth. I want to go back on my Fiefdoms, painting a few of those because they're actually the opposite army of the Moran Orcs, but still need to paint some X-Men because I've got like one of them. Maybe we will get the new Foot Knights of Dol Amroth, so I want to do a unit of those since I've got a lot of Foot Knights. And yeah, actually one of my knights is looking like one of those that they've sculpted, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I had him 2 years ago. I had him with him at the Ardacon, and got some really good compliments from Jay Clare and Adam Troke for the converted one. So maybe it was an inspiration. Maybe it was now the 4th of luck that I assembled already one of those knights. But yeah, the rest I've painted like enough Blackwood Vale Archers and the Warriors of the Dead. So I've got enough of those. I've got Angbor, I've got Dunhir, Prince Imariel on foot. Prince Imariel on horse would be nice. I've played against him multiple times. But yeah, have to see how and what. Would also love to add on a bit of my Rowan force, or that I have as collection. It's going to be a bit tough to paint them exactly like the ones that I already had from the entire collection. But I'm going to see about that one. And otherwise I would like to process my army where I was busy with Harad Umbar, and then especially with Umbar. Painted a few Corsairs as a test scheme for a complete Corsair army. Maybe they're gonna be great. Didn't want to do it because yeah, Reavers combined with some other Harad Umbar units are really well. I thought like it would be awesome to have like just normal Corsairs completely full, so the normal Corsairs and the Reavers combined, and then some Ablasters. So I've collected 12 Ablasters, Dalamir, 2 captains, and 2 Bosuns. Unfortunately I lost one of my captains, one of the events. Can't remember if I lost it myself or if someone just took it, because it's an out of production miniature. But yeah, it is a shame. But hopefully they will come back at a certain point and I can get a few of them extra in. So, but those are the options that I will have for the new release. However, these are going to be painted up first. And after Godmok, then we still have to do a few miniatures for Chaos Narda and for doubles. Since, as I told, I think, if I'm correct, because I didn't watch one of these clips back, so I'm not quite sure again what I told in all the other clips. Is like, in my double I'm gonna team up with my girlfriend Tiana, and she's gonna play with her Great Eagles and everything. And we would have loved to have a bit of theme where the Great Eagles have met like Thorn's Company or maybe the Fellowship. So I've decided to go for the Fellowship, and I have to paint the Frodo, Aragorn and Legolas, and I have to paint an Aragorn on horse as well. Fortunately I don't have those miniatures, so still need to do those as well. And for Chaos Narda I have to do an Aragorn Legolas, as I already did for the doubles. But I also have to add an Gimli onto that. So still Legolas, Aragorn, 2 times 4 or 5 miniatures extra. So it's gonna be a tough one. Since as well I'm off this weekend as well. So that leaves me up to 5 more days of painting. So if I decide now for myself, the mortar force will be completely finished in the way I wanted it. I'm gonna paint everything off in as the quality as I wanted it. I won't care if like the objective markers that I've assembled now with Madriel on there and all the other things won't be finished. I will finish those later off after Ardacon, but they're not my priority at the moment. And it is cool, Chaos Narda and doubles, but I can also live for this year as well to just put 3 colors on them, shade them and do the base a bit. And when I'm back of Ardacon I can decide to do them properly, since I would love to have a really good painted Legolas, Gimli and Aragorn, maybe to add into battle reports or anything else like that, but we're gonna see. For now I will go and showcase you guys the Ben & Bear I'm still busy with, and the Captain of the Black Guard. The Mordor or the Moran Orcs I have in the case here next to me. I will showcase them in a further clip. when I've got them all combined. The banner is there as well, and hopefully with the rest of the miniatures as well. So let's go in there. So again, guys, nothing much here on Hobby Plates, the other camera, the 5 objective markers I talked about, the material and everything. You already saw them. I didn't do anything or adding anything on them. These are gonna probably stay at home or in this stadium as long as I'm not done with the Chaos Narda army and my doubles. So those will get some priority for these. However, I'm grab one of those. My blackguard is now looking like this. So already did a lot on them. As I said, like the base coating, shading, already 2 dry brushes in there to create a bit more depth into the blackguard. I decided to go for green capes on the blackguard. Would have loved to have a bit more differences into it. There's also a shade onto it with Tamio Camo shade, non-oil, dry brushing it a bit back with lead vulture. Still have to do a little Rise of Rust dry brush to get it a bit back up, and try to break it up again with some corn red and Fiston red in there. So, however, still need to do then the rust on there. They have to finish up the skin of the blackguard, and then finishing up the capes and the hair and the shield, because as you can see I still have to do the shield and the base further as well. They just base coated in a Mechanicus standard grey, pure for the fact that I could see how the blackguard was gonna look after it. So 7 of those bad boys. Over here their captain, and the first color on there, not that much to see, just only the Warblock bronze and a bit of non-oil in there to get him a bit darker. Would have loved to paint him up or Godmok for the last Middle Earth block question from J. Claire, to put down your best painted orc or Urukai or Goblin, if I'm correct. No, sorry guys, that was a big yawn. To put one of those up. Unfortunately, if I didn't finish off the Moran orcs first, I wouldn't have been into the motivation to get back to them. So, sorry, couldn't bring them in. However, the rest is finished, and I'm now busy with this bad boy over here. It's actually my last one, so decided to go with him with old classic red again. So, a bit problem with the lightning. As you can see, he has 2 little colors on there, corn red and Fiston red, which is the Tamio Camo shade, because I love that shade to make him a bit more dirtier. Still has to go on there, and then he will look a bit more dirtier. Furthermore, started to blend a bit on the banner as well. Banner still needs a few more colors, then thin it down with another non-oil and a Tamio Camo shade to make it a bit dirty again. The ropes on there, the little skull on there, and then the logo. Still deciding to do that Ricard Flash or red, but probably go for the Ricard Flash since I've got already a lot of red on this miniature. Then see if I can get it a bit into less dark colors. All the orcs have some eyes and everything, so this one as well. It's a really cool detail that you have on them, and fits perfectly in there. So sorry guys, trying to get it in a bit more in again, because of it is moved because I was starting to get stabbed by a mosquito. There we go. And the skin is actually with the new page that you got from the Ironnet Deepkin. So the Iron Rag skin and the Deepkin flesh, including some colors of the Tamio Camo shade, Kulia green shade, to get these weird kind of colors for orcs. I always like enjoying watching these orc armies, but a lot of them are really dark. Hopefully when you see this army together, you would have a different colors on there, but also like this, still this paradise of colors, because I like to have a bit more color on them. So still finish up the stick and everything. The armor is already finished, and then only the straps and the base. So hopefully get this finished up by tomorrow, as you can see in the next clip, and a finished banner. The only thing that he misses, and he's gonna be attached to somewhere here, is his looted Ministerial shield, because the banner is also carrying a shield. And of course, everyone that's watching this, you know, at Ardacon you play, or what you see is what you get. And since the banner is not coming with a shield, he still needs a shield. So that is the last thing I have to do on him, or he's at least the last Moran orc that I have to do. And then it's on to Blackguard. After that, the Shaman and the Taskmaster, and after that Godmok. And when we're done with that, we're going into Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli and Frodo. So for now guys, I'm going to bed, since as I said it is late in the Thursday morning, still after work as well. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow again. Hopefully I can get a lot done. Hopefully him already a long far finished. This one finished, and some of the Blackguard already some finished a bit further. I will also play in another game against Danny, one of the new White Scar members is going with us to Ardacon to play against Isengard. So that's gonna be a lot of fun as well. And they do pretty well on the board, but yeah, we'll see how it goes against Danny's force. So this is now for all. I'm going off, and I will see you in the next clip. So welcome back to another clip of the journey vlog towards Ardacon. It is now today already the 10th of August, the Friday morning. 1:30 it is. It's an early one today, but I'm getting really tired, so I'm gonna keep it up for today. So yeah, what I try and predicted was I had wanted to finish today the banner bearer of the Moran orcs. That's actually succeeded, so he's completely finished, and he turned out pretty well, if I have to be honest, so to say. I'm gonna change the camera from hand because my other hand is getting sleepy. But yeah, and I want to start on some Blackguard of Barad-dûr. So I've now painted up 2 of the Blackguard of Barad-dûr with their cloaks and everything like that. It's a bit in the same way as I did the first one. If that one standing next to it to see how and what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with the results. I have to do the capes, painting them a bit back, then doing them a bit the dirty steel legion drab beneath the cloaks, and then the hair and the skin from the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, and the last dry brushing of the rust onto the armor to get it a bit more reflected. And then the Blackguard is as good as finished. The only thing that then it will be needed added more is the shield in the front of it. So that's a little bit of black with some red on there as well. So it's not that much work on the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. I hopefully can finish it up for today as much as possible, because on Saturday and Sunday I will be gone again. And then I only have Monday, Tuesday and the Wednesday for painting, because I've decided not to bring any paints whatsoever to Ardacon this year. From the people that know me and have heard my legendary story, if I have to say it like that, the first time that I went to the UK to participate in an event with Jan at Stockport, the Desolation of Stockport, I think it was 2014, 2015 already again. And on that one I brought my Easterlings with Camille with me, and I tried to paint up as much as possible I could do on the last couple of days, because I was busy with my non-metallic purple greyish then Easterlings. I painted like 18 hours of the 24 hours the day before the Desolation of Stockport, and I could finish all the horses of my characters and the food characters from at that time. So those were like the Dragon Knight, Amdur, I'm the Master of Blades, and my Eastling War Priest. And then all the normal horses for the Eastlings Cataphracts. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish the Eastlings on there because it's like a lot of work. Non-metallic for the people out there that are doing non-metallic. So yeah, and I've decided, as you can have seen probably in the previous clips, sometimes it's actually a bit hard to keep thinking about what you said. Eventually, if you're not looking them back, just will start looking them back when you all record it. Is that I've decided to just do my mortar army completely in the way that I want to. So try to get the best out of there, and then won't do this year the bases or the based objective markers. I'll let those at home, finish them off after Ardacon, just to finish them up nice in the cabinet, crossing the fiefdom army that I have, and my Chaos Army doubles, and that's what I know from the last clip that is before this one, is that I've decided and told you guys as well already that I won't do anything special on Legolas, Aragorn, Gimli and Frodo that I'm gonna use for Chaos Nada and the doubles. They're just gonna be finished up with just like base coats and shades, maybe here and there a bit painting back to get them a bit more nice in, but that's probably gonna be it. Nothing more, nothing special. So the Blackguard got potentially now tomorrow on or today the Friday for painting. Then the Monday, Tuesday, and the Wednesday. So 4 more days to paint, and then probably the Thursday night. That's also one of the parts that I did last year with Abel, my partner in crime. We painted up here in this my little locker to get everything done, sorted out for Ardacon last year. Last year I was painting Gandalf and a few last survivors of Leighton on the end, especially Gandalf on his horse. So me and Abel just did our little ritual. It's called in Dutch #Doorrammen. Something I've created. It mentally broke me, so sometimes I'm a Thrain the Broken in this kind of way, but all my good friends and always friends across the waters, if they know this story, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And with this journey vlog, I'm doing exactly the same thing, guys. In my head, you can't do like an army and then base coat it and shade it. It's not like, it's not in my blood. Or I finish the army, or it's not finished. So there is no way between. So this mortar army will be finished. I got them today on the table. So all the orcs together with the characters. And everything looked really awesome, because if I'm thinking back of it, it's like 3 weeks ago. Most of them were still Chaos Black and Lead Belcher primed. So to see them now with all the details, the eyes, everything and else, it's actually pretty awesome what I've done in the last couple of weeks for the army. But Blackguard of Barad-dûr, it will be today on schedule. So on the Friday I have to do 7 more of them, since I have 8 in the army list. If those are finished, then I've got like an Orc Taskmaster, Captain of the Blackguard, so Captain of the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, a Shaman, a Mortar Orc Shaman, and I've got a Godmok himself. So, and then it's Godmok on foot and Godmok mounted. So 3.5. Should we mention it 3.5? I will just say it's like I've still got 4.5 miniatures to do them with the characters. So, and probably Godmok's gonna be the last one. We'll start first, again as I said in the previous clip. Taskmaster, Shaman, Captain of the Blackguard will go probably before that, because yeah, at that time hopefully I'm done with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. And then last but not least, Godmok. So can't wait actually to paint up the evil one. Further, yeah, I also played today a game, training against Danny, one of the new White Scars, as I said in the previous clip as well. Actually, it was a pretty cool game. We played Reconnoiter, and I know when I chose the army to play, it's not that competitive. It can be a good one, and it has some really threats here and there, but nonetheless, Danny took me off eventually from the board because he could get 2 miniatures off the board. So and I got 0. We play with the time of Ardacon, so at Ardacon you have like 2 hours to play, and then he could get 2 off. I was 1 turn away to get 2 miniatures off, so he scored 5 points on that one. I kicked him broken, and unfortunately I couldn't kill with 8 attacks Saruman with Godmok. So yeah, I only got like 1 victory point on that one, so it eventually became a 5-4 or even a 5-3, I'm not quite sure anymore, since then he rolled a lot of good rolls on his fate as well. So maybe 5-3, 5-4, I have no idea. Nonetheless, Danny, if you're watching this, I said it in the store, I will do it again here on camera. Well done, buddy, well done. So I'm really proud, I'm really happy to see your progress, and hopefully you're gonna do really well in Ardacon, at least winning a few games and having the potential fun that you can get out of your list. So yeah, I'm gonna showcase quick to you what I did today. Unfortunately the Moranor banner is still in the case, but as I said in the previous clip as well, when the Blackguard are finished, I'm gonna do an overall video look or a small camera shot from all the units and the warbands and everything all else like that, so that you have an idea how and what. And yeah, show now the Blackguard that I did this evening, and then off to bed. So let's get into the Blackguard. Okay, so we're here at the painting workshop. So here we have in the middle we have the captain of the Blackguard, yeah, the normal Blackguard of Barad-dûr. This is how they eventually will come. Showcase them before, so they've got like small highlights and everything else like that. And blue skin, and I've decided to go for a green cape with this small nice dirt on there. I'm still thinking of changing the skin. I said that as well in the former clip, that I maybe want to do them like the inspiration I got from Robin. One of the White Scars is in the team as well. He helped Patrick with some painting on his Shagrat. Really liked it actually, and I think it's too bright now at the moment, and I already shaded multiple times down. And the Blackguard, yeah, they have a really awesome skin, so yeah, maybe if it doesn't take me that much time, I will do back. However, as you saw the cape, these ones have been done tonight for the capes. They are a bit more blend in. I actually like it a bit more than the lines that you see on here. So, but yeah, still the rest need to be done. Need the dry brush still on there, and then doing the hair and everything. So probably the colors will change a bit more to a more flattish way. However, I like it, and then when I can finish these up, got 3 of them, and then 5 more to do. So it is possible. It is possible. We're gonna see what I can do. First, now going off to bed, and then yeah, we'll come back with you guys probably when I'm done with working again. After tomorrow or today, I have to do 1 more day of working. But luckily, I work in a GW store or Warhammer store, so I can do here and there a small bit of painting if the time allows me. So hopefully I can already paint a bit more on the Blackguard at work. Otherwise I will have to do a really good session tomorrow night or today in the evening / night. So alright. So guys, welcome back. It is actually a clip that is a few days later than I expected to actually. It is now the 14th of August, 3 days before Ardacon, 2 days before we're leaving, and we're still painting, of course. So I'm now busy with the last batch and everything, the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, as I said in the last clip. I also made some videos and last arrangements that I had to do for the Rotterdam White Scars, and the Q&A for the live painting blog and everything. So yeah, it's not going that fast as I wanted to. The blackguard were for a really big part already finished. However, I didn't like the skin that I had on them, so I've decided to change that and now paint them a bit differently than before. And I'm now busy with the last 3 ones actually. So 4 of them are now finished except for the shields. One's completely finished. And my captain of the Blackguard is also already finished. So I am in a really good position. After this it's like the Moran or the Mordor Orc Shaman, the Mordor Orc Taskmaster and Godmog. Can't wait actually to paint these bad boys up, because until now they have been a really good part of my army that took the wins for me. Especially the Taskmaster combined with Godmog. The Captain of the Blackguard was also not that bad, so I enjoyed painting him up. He's a bit differently than my other Blackguard, but I will showcase you guys that later on when I'm a bit further. So yeah, I have the day off. I have another birthday today, so I still have to attend that, but I hope at least that the Blackguard will be finished today, including the shields. So those are 3 miniatures, and that at least all the characters already have their colors that they need to have and shading, so that tomorrow on the Wednesday I will team up with Abel to paint the last Ardacon prediction thingies, or prediction thingies, the last project. Sorry, it's been quite a while. So but yeah, I'm getting there. The force will be finished. Unfortunately I still have to do as well the Chaos Narda and doubles army. So those are, again, as I said in former clips, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli and Frodo. And Aragorn needs to have 2 miniatures even, because I'm also playing him at a horse. Those miniatures are definitely not gonna make it, so I will assemble those tonight as well. They will get some black coating, and then probably they get a lot of base coats, including some Akras Earth Shades and everything, and that will be it, unfortunately. And this is just because during the time I don't have, and I really want to focus on the mortar force that I bring, because yeah, the painting competitions are now also completely, well, they were already clear for a lot of people, but we did yesterday, or for me yesterday, the Q&A live session on the Rotterdam White Scar YouTube channel, and on there I explained which kind of categories we had at Ardacon. We have the single best painted, single miniature, single large miniature, it's also an open category, and single single warband that can have 1 character and 6 and 12 followers. So I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, yeah, you have the best army in show. That's the complete force, so to say. So I can participate in the 3 of the 4. Last year, the 3 that I participated in, I won. So the single, warband, and best painted army for single for grand tournament. Now it will be a combined mixture of the doubles and the singles, so people have more opportunities to bring in their armies. I'm not quite sure if I will win this time. I am really happy with the quality I put out again, because yeah, if I'm going to start an army, it has to be in the way that I think it would be. There's a lot of shading, highlighting, glazes and everything on there, and I think it looks really well. I'm really happy again with the generation shift bases and everything, because they're the opposite army of my fiefdom army where I spoke of. So eventually when Ardacon is finished, it would be amazing to have them and to against each other in the cabinet. So yeah, I'm going into it now. It's like 12:30 in Dutch time, so I've got a few hours left to do, so I'm gonna do that. I also have to do some little stuff at the apartment, but yeah, I will check with you guys in when we probably are at the end of the day or a bit further in the day, and can showcase you some more progression that I made. So we are back. It's the 15th of August, one day for traveling towards Ardacon, 2 days before Ardacon starts. So been a long day already. It's now in the evening, so what is it? It's now almost 10 o'clock for Dutch time. We will leave in the morning at 6:45 to get to the train station, from there on to Amsterdam airport, and then from that point on to Manchester. We will be Thursday at what is it? Nottingham, so Warm World. We're gonna play some games hopefully and meet some of you fantastic guys. However, I still have some painting on here, so I've been really busy. As I said in the former clip, the Blackguard is finished. Now busy with my characters, so I'm gonna showcase that to you right now, what I did and what needs to be done. So okay, well, here we have the last couple of things that needs to be done. Godmog, the Shaman and the Taskmaster in the back are the last miniatures for Mordor to be finished. After that I can just weather them a bit further and put all the toughs on the basis for completing the GT army. So Godmog's armor is already finished and is red as well. There needs a little bit more shading on there to get it a bit more dirty. Painting them at the same time, so I've got like the same color on them. The Mork Order Shaman is now also getting a lot further. The armor is finished and the red clothing in there as well. So I only need to add a bit more green as well in there. And then I can start doing the flash and everything. And then the cape and the little cloth in there should be possible. And the Taskmaster is actually also really fur already. His plate and everything is done on the Ryza Rust things near. Just shade him with the skin color on there. So the base and the whip are the most precious thing. I have to bend it back like so. So I've got a bit more space for him to do. And yeah, and then I only have to paint a bit backwards the armor and the skin, and then the Taskmaster is done on the straps, and that's it actually. So yeah, this is the small target I have for the Mordor GT Force. This is where I'm going to go all in for it, since I want to participate again, or to defend my title, so to say, for the painting competitions. So I would love to have Godmog completely painted up and participate him into the single miniature category. I'm really happy how his armor turned out. So it's a similarity. The only thing that I have to do now is like his fur and his skin for most of it, and then also the ribs, and then it should be okay. Yeah, and then we still have to do the Chaos and Arden double army. Aragorn luckily already has some base coats as well for half and Legolas, and then Gimli and Frodo still need to have some painting. And I unfortunately even have to do like Aragorn mounted still a build and undercoat. So it's gonna be tricky, it's gonna be a long one. I'm not quite sure if I will do it myself or with some of the White Scars accompanying me, but this is gonna be it. So I will come with you back, guys, when I've got a bit more finished up. Don't know what time I will check in again, but yeah, we'll showcase you guys when I'm a bit more further. So guys, welcome back to the last clip of this video. As you see, this clip has been recorded on the 23rd of August, so that's already 3 to 4 days after Ardacon. Fortunately, I didn't have any more time to record the last clips for painting off the army, because eventually I had to paint the army. Of course, last but not least, the finishing touches on Godmok and the other characters at Ardacon itself. So some of you maybe saw me sitting with a brush at Ardacon finishing the last details on Godmok. So, but nonetheless, I finished him off. The entire army is now completely finished from what I had. The only thing that the army was missing was here and there a few highlights, especially with Godmok and the base. And that's also because I didn't have any more the paints with me to do it. So it's the green ink and everything like that. It still misses on Godmok. And here and there a bit of a highlight on Godmok's straps and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna finish that nonetheless. However, Godmok was completely finished by far to participate him into the painting competition and put him next to the army, how and what. So overall, I think it was now 3 weeks eventually that I was busy with the army. Eventually it became what I imagined. I'm really happy with the quality I've put it out. As many of you maybe now saw in the video, I am not that fast of a painter, so for me finishing off this army on time was for me actually the greatest achievement already. For those spoilers be given, I didn't win anything at Ardacon this year for the painting competition. However, the people that saw my army and played against my army had a really fun time, but also were really amazed of how much detail was sitting on my Moran orcs. So in that kind of way, I am really happy with the quality. Still want to do some freehands here and there and finishing off some small details. But I'm gonna do that now when as Ardacon now is finished. Everything goes a bit back. Did my sort of training with the company that I'm working for. And I'm getting back a bit into life, so to say. So I'm now editing some videos here on the computer that's standing right over there, and filming this last clip about you guys for thanking for all the support that you guys gave me, especially my White Scar brothers and sister. You guys really helped me, pushing me to the absolutely limit and try and finish up the army, and it happened. So thank you very much for it. I'm really happy that I have now an army of evil, so I can play with them. Nonetheless, I still want to finish them up, because I still miss 3 Moran orcs to get to 24. And then I've got one more box extra to get to 36. I'm not quite sure if I want to do that, but still I'm gonna think about it, because 36 Morans can never be harmed. Also scored this little beauty, Gurit's and Godmok's Enforcer. So that was one of the pre-releases at Ardacon. So it's actually the guy out of the movie, and Godmok's Enforcer. They're gonna be the new models that are gonna work around Godmok probably, and they're really fluffy to my army. So bought an extra few base, a generation shift to add them to my collection, and these will be painted up probably, including the last 3 I still didn't paint, and the objective markers. So I still want to finish off material and the other objective markers that I showcase you guys at the other clips. And when that's done, I am gonna look for a new project. I'm not quite sure. I loved painting the Shadow Lord, so maybe I'm gonna paint all the 9 characters, because to be honest, I have them all laying here on foot at least. I've also got a lot of them on on mount. And I've got only Camille at the moment as a Fell Beast, but to be honest, I am not intrigued of a Fell Beast. I've played now many times against a Fell Beast, and I know they're really well. However, the new rule edition is coming up this weekend, So yeah, let's see how and what they will bring to the table after they got their updates. So I'm gonna close this video now up. I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any feedback of like, hey, I really enjoyed this video, or hey, I didn't like it at all, put it down in the comment section below. Give it a like or dislike. We would prefer, of course, to have more likes. Don't forget to channel on our YouTube channel. We always like to have more people watching to our videos. So click the subscribe button into this video. And if you got any feedback whatsoever, please put it down in the comment section below. So this was Jeroen from Rotterdam White Scars. Thank you very much and happy wargaming.